coming from a background of representing artists, both independent artists and big multi-platinum artists, and seeing the landscape, from on the online side, advice I would give. Whereas before you really needed your close friend early on who could handle booking and promotion, you now need your close friend who can write CSS and build a cool website and understand what a widget is and have some sense of marketing. So unfortunately, if you go to these A&R conferences, they always say the same thing, which is you need a great booking agent, you need a great manager, and you can't get any of those things until you have a large audience. So it's this kind of cyclical world of advice. I'd say early on, you need help, and those help are likely going to be your friends or your fans. And you still need someone to kind of hammer the phones and emails to help get you in the rooms you want to get in. But you also need someone to own your online strategy and your website. And the closer you can have that as controlling that and really letting that be the core of your strategy and finding an audience, the better off you're going to be. It kind of pains me to say that because it's almost the same advice that I always was annoyed with, which is go find this other guy who can help you. But again, if you can find that other guy who can help you online, it's critical, because there's just no other way you can build up a fan base of thousands and thousands and thousands with very low cost. We're constantly on the lookout for guys graduating from college who are interested in working around music, but they have a technical background. And I think it's getting easier and easier if that's what you're interested in. There are more and more companies like ours, and also on the direct-to-consumer side. So music services, music retail is obviously shrinking and shrinking and shrinking, but the number of places online where you can go to access music, stream music, read about music are growing and growing. And all of those companies are grossly understaffed, where really solid developers they're always open out. There are always openings there. So I think for even entry-level technology guys who understand the web, there are plenty of opportunities there. Boston is an interesting town in that there aren't a ton of music companies up here. There are a few, which is, I think, puts us in a pretty good spot, because there are a lot of great technologies, great colleges here, great technology people here who love music, and the number of their music options to go to work are kind of more limited. It's not the case in New York, LA, or San Francisco, where there are lots of really interesting companies who are constantly looking for more developers. So I think that if you're a developer and you're really passionate about music, there are plenty of places now, or the opportunities are growing really quickly. Whereas if you're in the traditional music industry, it's going the other way. So we definitely get a lot of resumes from extremely experienced people in on the record label side, or the publisher side, or the distributor side. So it's I think you can see that shift pretty clearly.